Right, we're looking at factorising expressions. Now, before we've expanded brackets, expanding factorising to opposites. So factorising basically means put the stuff back into brackets, all right? And we look for factors in each bit. Now, there's a few ways of doing this. There's a table. It's quite a nice way of doing it. And we've got 12x and we've got minus 20. Now, we look for something that goes into both of those. Now, those are both in the 2 times table or the 4 times table. Both those numbers, 12 and 20. We want the biggest one. Okay, so that's 4 there. Now, 4 times what makes 12x? 3x. 4 times what makes negative 20? Negative 5. So that's one way of doing it. And we write the answer as this. Right, the other way of doing it would be, and I'll do it in green here, would be to break it down into factors. So we've got 12x minus 20. Now I've spaced it out a bit because I'm going to break it down into 12. I'm going to break it down into 2 times 2 times 3 times x minus 2 times 2 times 5. Alright, so I've broken it down into prime factors and I look for the stuff that appears in all the bits. So, stuff that appears in all the bits, well, there's a 2 there, we match up with that 2, and another 2 there, which matches up with that 2, and everything else stays the same. Sorry, nothing else can match up, I should say. So, outside the brackets would be what I've circled multiplied, so that gives me the 4, and then what goes in the brackets is what's left. Alright, so there you go. There's a couple of ways of doing that. Now, the second one, I'm going to do the same way. Alright, we've got 10y squared, we've got plus 15. So, there's a number that goes into both those, that's 5, and y appears in both, so I can take a y out. 5y times what makes 10y squared? Well, that's going to be 2y, and 5y, sorry, that should be 15y there. 5y times what makes 15y, which is 3. So you'd have 5y. So you can take out more than one factor, right, is the crucial thing to remember there. Now, again, if I break it down into factors, we've got 10y squared, we've got plus 15y. If I break 10 down, it would be 2 times 5, and then y squared is y times y, plus 3 times 5 times y. Again, I'm going to circle all the bits that appear in both, so 5 and a y. Okay, so that's what goes outside the brackets. I'm running out of room a little bit here. We get 5y there, and we get whatever's left goes in the brackets plus 3. So there you go, there's a couple of ways of doing it. Either way works. Remember, the factor's got to go into all the bits, but just take care.